Hey guys. Hey. Look, I know I've been gone for a long time, but listen, I have a few explanations, all right? So I know I've been gone for over about a year, and I had just posted a video yesterday for COD. I'm trying to get back into recording now because I had recently just graduated from high school, so that's a particular achievement in my life right now. So I have been kind of getting ready for the next chapter in my life. So that's a reason why I took a step down for about a year. So, but yeah, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. So in today's video, we are going to be revisiting my Fast and Furious builds. Now, I know I haven't been here in a year, but I have been playing a lot. I've been playing a lot of Need for Speed Unbound, a little bit of Call of Duty. I recently started getting back into Apex, so I might start posting about that. But right now, I want our welcome back to be a Need for Speed Unbound video. So as you can see right now, I am in single player. I am in single player right now because I'm still working on trying to record with Tony because in my last video, when I tried to record with Tony, I realized that you guys were not able to hear his audio. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to fix that. So if we have to record without hearing him and barely hearing him in the videos, then I'm afraid we have to do that. But at least he's in the videos, and I actually have another guest joining for our videos pretty soon once we start recording. But yeah, mainly today we are just going to be revisiting our Fast and Furious builds that we have created so far. So as you can see right now, we have the Mitsubishi Eclipse. Now, I rev I probably did this car back when the game first came out, and now I've done a few tweaks to it. So I changed the rims. So the first thing you guys want to do is obviously change the rims from the build I used. I used these rims all the way down here, I believe. No, it's up here. We chose these work rims, and at first they seemed to work for no pun intended. Um, they were very useful at the beginning of the game, but we are on speed past 9 right now, and we have unlocked so many like collectibles and unlockables, whatever the frick you want to use the term. But yeah, so the new rim of choice, if you guys have the speed pass for, I believe it was for last speed pass, so speed pass season 8, is the rotiforms. So these rotiforms I feel like are perfect. They fit really well. I actually compared both the rims, and this one, even though it doesn't bend inward, it actually has the same like style as the actual rims that are on the actual real life Eclipse. So that's the first thing you want to change. Another thing you want to change is go for a new livery option. I used to have an old livery for this car, which was one of these two liveries. I forget which one, but it was one of these two. And I have ever since changed my livery to something new. And I'll show you guys whose livery it is. This is only on PS5, by the way. I'm sorry, Xbox players, but this is only on PS5. I believe it's this livery. Yes, it is that livery. So you guys can go back and pause and look for the information for the creator of that livery. So that's the livery that I chose for this. The last thing is the license plate. The Bayview license plate background is the one you want to go for because it gives the same style of the Arizona license plate, even though it's supposed to be white background with red text. This is the closest I could get to the game. So yeah, I would say use this for the Arizona license plate if you're gonna try and do that. All right, now we move on to the next car. By the way, performance and exhaust sound, it's all up to you. So for the Mazda RX-7, I believe we kept these rims, and then this is the license plate and the real life car. And I don't think we changed anything. The only thing I updated was the livery, actually. So the livery you are going to want to choose. This is the one I believe I chose originally. Now, this one was cool, but it didn't have the same like details on like the Rocket Man or the Galactic Warrior like look on the rocket. So I decided to go look through the community wraps and see if we had any more accurate ones. So I'm just gonna go through that right now. See, here's another one, but this one I feel like was too. It wasn't that like close. The other one was a lot closer in my opinion than this one, and last one I went for was actually this one. So this is the one I went for. If you want to search for the creator, here it is on the left hand side. So yeah, just pause the video just to see that. But we're gonna move on to the next car right now because this is the only change that I've done to this car. Next car we're gonna do is the Sylvia, the S14. Now the only thing that I have to say about this is, honestly, guys, I think I added a underglow for this build. Don't add an underglow, and I think also don't add a wide body to this. If you want to make it, I'm trying to do this 100% accurate. That's why I'm going back and doing these videos. Do not add a wide body. The only reason I added a wide body is because it looked kind of cool. So I'm actually gonna like take off the wide body because it's not supposed to be on here. But yeah, I believe this car never even had a wide body. I think it was just the front bumper, side skirts, and then the rear bumper just customization, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, if you guys want to go with 100% accuracy, do not go with the wide body kit. I just went for a wide body kit because I like to add my own spin on the cars, but I realized that I should start making them 100% accurate, so don't go for a wide body at all. And don't go for any underglow because the car never had any underglow. And I knew that from the start. I just, I like to customize my builds how I want to, so that's why I added underglow. Now, I was going to do Leon's car, but I realized if you guys did not watch the ending video that I did for Need for Speed Unbound for like finishing off the series, you guys might have not seen me build this car. So I am going to make a new video and I'm going to build this car 100% accurate. Do not do this build unless you want a cool like wide body look for the car. Do it how I'm going to do it when I post it soon. I promise I will start doing some builds. I have a lot planned, especially with some of the new cars coming out, but I'll talk more about that later. But right now we're going to move on to the next car. So the next car on the list is Vince's Maxima. So I remember, oh, I actually forgot to take something off. All right, well, number one thing, guys, do not put any underglow. This car never had underglow. As the creator of the car said, Craig Lieberman, by the way, he said there was no underglow on the car, and he only did performance mods, and then they wanted to do the wrap. But his color was a blue like a Viper blue, he said. So that's what he added to the car. But I decided to go with these Nismo rims. I believe I went for these on the original video. The only difference between this video and now, or that video and now, is that I took off the Toyo Tires tire text because there was no Toyo Tires tire text, and I just decided to make these all silver. So instead of it being black with a polish or like a silver lip, I did all silver. So yeah, that's the one you want to go for. So remember, no underglow, no no black rims. So keep it silver. Make them all silver, make them all the same color, the secondary, the primary, whatever. And don't add any tire text, remove the tire text, whatever. And if you guys are wondering where this livery, how you can get this livery, I am sorry to say this is only on PS5, but I did make the video creating this livery. So if you guys want that livery, go watch that video, create it. And if you guys are on PS5, you guys can download it from here. I am going to share it to you guys right now because I totally forgot to share it to you on that day. So remember, my gamer tag is GZG1SA. I created this on December 23rd, 2022. Currently has 0 downloads, so you probably are going to want to look at the end. If anything, you guys can probably search my gamer tag and then just follow me as a player so that you guys can find this wrap immediately instead of having to search through the community wraps. But yeah, I created this wrap. I know it's a little cartoony and a very lame, but this is the closest I'm gonna get without doing any like actual building for it, like without actually doing the wrap. So yeah, this is the closest I'm gonna get. I'm very sorry, but this is the closest I'm gonna get. I don't have any, I'm not an artist, I don't have any time to do this, so I got more builds planned. I can't really go back and do this. So yeah, that's the last thing I want to say about Vince's Maxima. The next car on our list is Jesse's Jetta. So when I made Jesse's Jetta, I kind of was having a little fun with it, so I was just literally doing whatever I wanted to it. So surprisingly, what I did do is I took off the underglow. Remember, for all of these cars, take off the underglow. Letty's S14, Vince's Maxima, Jesse's Jetta, and Leon's R33. All right, take the liveries off of all of them. Okay, I mean the livery, the underglow. Don't add any underglow unless you want to. Go ahead, feel free to. But if you want to make it 100% accurate, do not add underglow. Now, the number one thing I changed is the front bumper because I realized that the front bumper that I originally chose, did not match the livery at all right now. So yeah, and I realized that it was a lot more black that I saw. So this one brings out a lot more white, and it actually matches the livery. And this actually matches the car in real life because it has the middle vents and then the two vents on each side of the bumper, and then it has the lights on top of the two vents on top, and then it has like a little tiny splitter. So I was gonna originally go for like this one, but I decided to go for this one because it had a little bit of a splitter, but it was still part of the car, so you couldn't really tell. So yeah, this is what I would say. Change it from the LTO to this BMW one. You'll be able to tell the difference. Just make sure it has the splitter at the bottom, otherwise you're going to choose this one. So yeah, add the one with the splitter at the bottom. The next thing I changed is, surprisingly, do not remove the body kit, because on the real life car, I saw it had like a fender flare a little bit. If you leave it like this, it looks kind of odd. So if you do this DTM wide body kit that is actually on like the real life DTM BMW kit, it actually does the same fender flare. So yeah, go for the same kit. I believe it's the same thing for the rear wheels. So yeah, go for the same ones. As you can see, even the guy created the fender flare because it has like sort of a wide body look. I think the car also has dual exhaust, so I should probably change that to just dual exhaust. So yeah, dual exhaust, all of that, and also remove the brake calipers. You know, because his car didn't have calipers in the movie. I'm joking. All right, it didn't. It did, but it was, I guess, accidentally like removed for the livery before shooting. So yeah, that's one of the things you want to change. Another thing is that I chose a different livery for this. So the creator of this livery is, let me see if I can find him, is this person right here. So all the information is right there. You'll find him in the first few liveries. He's in 17 out of 1,000. And remember, these liveries are only for PS5. I am sorry, Xbox players, but you guys are going to have to find your livery somewhere else. But this is the closest livery I could find. So update the livery real quick, because the last livery that I chose wasn't complete per se. So this one is fully complete, and it looks a lot better and a lot cleaner for the build. Mia's Integra. Now, ever since I've been playing the game recently, I noticed that in the game we recently got a new Integra. So here's my plans for the next upcoming videos. Number one, I'm going to finish my COD series. All right, you're gonna see that video very, very soon. All right, that video, those videos are gonna be published very soon. I'm probably gonna mix and match them between Need for Speed Unbound and COD, but yeah. But my next few videos for Unbound, I will give you some clues. One of them I told you is Leon's R33. That is actually the first one I'm going to be doing because I really need to update that build. So as soon as possible for you guys, because you guys probably didn't see my ending video for Need for Speed Unbound, so I want to make it its own video. I also want to do this build for Mia's Integra because I have not seen anybody do it, so I want to do it, and I've seen like a few liveries, so I really want to do it now because we actually have an Integra in the game, and I'm so happy about it because we have an Eclipse now in Need for Speed, and we now have an S14 in Need for Speed, and now we have an Acura Integra in Need for Speed. I'm hoping that Toyota will please come back to the street racing roots because we really need you to come back. All right, you are what made this game really cool in 2015, and you guys need to come back. I don't care if street racing is a bad name on you. Okay, we prefer the name on you. Okay, all right, just do it. Okay, as soon as possible. So yeah, sell this in Acura Integra build or change it however you want. I'm probably gonna sell mine because I'm gonna make the Acura Integra with the real Acura Integra. So yeah, another one I was thinking about doing was Edwin's Integra. So if you guys want to see that, comment down below. You know, Monica. You know, I'll do that video for you guys if you guys want. So yeah, just let me know in the comments below though, because I know a lot of people either have seen somebody do that or somebody has posted it. So I don't know. Let me know if you guys want to see that. I also need to make Johnny Trans S2000. I totally forgot that I didn't do that. So I got to make that video too. And a car that I was thinking about doing, but it might be very disrespectful, is I was going to do the Honda Civic, like the High Civics with the 22B STI. And I know it might be kind of a disgrace, but I feel like this is the closest we're going to get to a JDM car for that Honda Civic look, because I don't want to use the hatch Civics, and we don't have any EJ1 Civics in the game, so I feel like we're going to have to use a Subaru for that one. I apologize for people who I feel like I disrespected. All right, this is the closest I'm going to get for this game, okay? Be appreciative, because nobody has done this but me. All right, the last car on our list is going to be, you guys probably guessed it, the Toyota Supra. Now, for this car, it's a little tricky. Not really, because I don't think it is, but this car, remove the underglow, because I believe I put on an underglow when I created this build. Don't put on any underglow. There was no underglow, all right? Remember, I'm trying to make these 100% accurate. Another thing is I believe I added a carbon splitter, so take off this splitter. Don't add a splitter. I don't know if I added a wide body, but for some reason I had a wide body on here, so remove that completely. Another thing is I changed the rims, so these are the rims you want to go for, the 3S DMs. So go for these because they actually have the rivets going along the wheel, along with the polished look, along with the star-shaped 5-spoke look. The ones I originally went for were the Vossens, but looking at it more, the Vossens actually have like a split in them, and looking at the like design of like the Toyota Supra wheel, it doesn't have a split in it. So like you don't want to go for like these where like it splits. It doesn't really have a split design. It more so has like a smooth, like sharp-ish design. So I would say go for the 3SDM rims. Keep them silver, or keep them actually alloy/silver on the primary color look, but keep them chrome polished on the secondary color. Keep the side skirts because there was a modified side skirt. But I think everything else is good so far. The only thing I have to say to change, one more thing, is probably the livery. So if you guys don't know, a lot of people were asking me how I got this livery. The way I got this livery is if you go to the Mazda RX-7, go to any of your Mazda RX-7s, it doesn't matter. If you go to the Mazda RX-7 and you go to the community wraps and you scroll through just a little bit, you'll find this livery. This is the creator's name, and this is the livery I went for originally. So this is how you get this is how I got this livery. And a lot of people were asking, and I hope this made sense when I was explaining to it in the comments. But if this doesn't make sense, good thing this video is posted. So this is how you get this livery. This is the information of the creator. So it's in the Mazda RX-7. So what you have to do is get the Mazda RX-7, put it on that Mazda RX-7, then go to your Subaru BRZ, and then go to paint and wrap, go to library, and then you're gonna go to all wraps, and then you're gonna go to the Mazda RX-7 wrap, and then you're just gonna equip it. For some reason, it kind of fits perfectly. You might have to align some of the like text on it, because I believe I did in the video. You had to align some of the text to fit it. But yeah, this is the one I would say to go for. But seeing the community wraps lately, I actually saw a couple of Supra wraps that I actually want to point out. So one of them was this. If you guys want to go for this, go ahead. It's because it fits well with the Supra, but I would say do not go with it because it's not 100% accurate. As you can see, he tried his best. This is probably one of the closest you're gonna get, but like he tried his best, and I respect that. So, but this is not a livery that I would suggest. The livery that I would suggest, and I only found two. I didn't scroll too far because I didn't think I was gonna get very far. But the next livery you want to choose, it's kind of far. This is it. This is the livery. All right, so this is made by Tony Speed 4B12. He only has 3 downloads, but this is another good livery. This actually fits it really well. The only problem I have with it is the orange, so I feel like I'm going to change that. Oh, did I not tell you guys I was going to actually equip this wrap? This is the wrap I'm going to equip because the other one that I have for the Mazda RX-7 that I equipped it onto doesn't look as accurate as this one. This one that was recently developed looks really accurate. So Tony Speed 4B12 is the one person you want to do. Come on, guys, show him some love. He made this, and it looks really good. All right, just show him some love. Go look for this livery. Remember, it's only on PS5, not on Xbox. I'm sorry, Xbox players, but it's 209 out of 1,000. So we're gonna equip it. I'm gonna switch between both liveries, and I'm going to try to perfect the orange because I prefer the orange right here because I think it's a little bit closer. But as you can see, this one looks a little cartoony, and this one looks a little more accurate. So I'm just gonna do this real quick, and I'm just going to change the oranges, and you guys will see it. All right, guys, and just like that, I have done all of the side decals and all of the whole wrap and paint. So I have done all of that. Now, what I'm going to try to attempt to do is the hood vents on the actual Toyota Supra. I believe I have to do 2 triangles and 2 rectangles. So I'm gonna try to perfect it, and I know it's not gonna be perfect, but please, please, guys, bear with me on this. This is very difficult. All right. Remember, if you guys want to choose the other one, I taught you guys how to get to the other one. But this is the one I'm gonna go for because um, it's a lot closer. But sadly, you're not gonna be able to get any of the stuff that I'm doing because my build is going to be different from the other ones. So yeah. So I'm just gonna do this real quick and do the hood, and then I will be with you guys in a second. All right, I feel like this is the closest I'm gonna get for the. I believe it's called the TRD hood. If not, I'm sorry. I believe I'm thinking of something else, but this is the closest I'm gonna get for the hood vents. So yeah, so this is how it should look in the end if you do exactly what I do. So it looks pretty good. All right, so mainly what you guys want to do is change the livery, and then flip all the oranges to the other orange because the other orange is actually 100% accurate. Take off the splitter in the front. Added the 3SDM new rims that I have chosen for this build. And I think keep the side skirts because I don't know if I changed it. I don't know if I didn't put those on. But yeah, keep the side skirts. And take off the underglow. All right, no more underglow. It's only for the Honda Civics I'm probably going to make. And then Brian's Eclipse and Dom's RX-7. Those are the only cars you need underglow on, okay? No other cars, all right? So just remember the stuff I told you guys to remove and the stuff I told you guys to add. Now we're gonna do only a few cars, and these are for Too Fast, Too Furious, but it's because I want to make an announcement about these cars. So something I want to talk about is I'm not gonna do any Too Fast, Too Furious builds. I know. I'm sorry, but I'm not doing any of them. The reason I say I'm not doing any of them is because we had a Need for Speed game that recently had a map similar to Miami. So that was Need for Speed Heat, which was the last game. So you're gonna be thinking, okay, that's just maps. Why won't you make any more of these builds in Unbound? It's not only that. Mainly, I think you guys watched this video where I made the skyline for one of my storyline builds. They removed the front bumper, the sunrise racing line bumper. They removed that, which made the car 100% more accurate because that was literally the real life bumper, and they removed it for this game. So if you guys want to follow how I built this car, go watch that video. But I'm sorry to say I'm not gonna do any. I don't know why I put this vent on. You should have this hood on, but yeah. I'm not going to do any Too Fast Too Furious builds on here on the channel. I'm sorry. The only one I say I will do is one I will mention in a bit, but right now I'm focusing on the R34. I'm not going to be doing any Too Fast Too Furious builds. I'm only going to do one more because you guys will probably want to see this build, and that's the only one I'm going to do. I already have a build. I'm already going to post it. I'm going to show it to you guys right now in a bit, but I'm going to change my R34 sadly, or sell it actually, because they don't have the exact front bumper, and I feel like the past 3 games it looks a lot closer than it does in Unbound, and I feel like it doesn't. This R34 doesn't really fit the Chicago look. If you guys want to build it at 100%, first leave the hood stock. Another thing is you want to add these rims if you have them unlocked. This is only for Speed Pass Season 9, which is I believe the last Speed Pass for Need for Speed right now for Need for Speed Unbound. You want to add these rims. So add these rims. I don't know the name of it, but they're work rims and they're in the Speed Pass 9. They're level 54. So work your way up to get these rims because these are the closest rims you're going to get to this game. I currently don't have them unlocked because I recently just started getting back into this game. So yeah, but the R34, I'm going to miss this thing, but that's okay. I am going to build a different R34, which you guys will probably know which one that is. That is hint hint Bayside Blue. So yeah, I'm probably gonna change that one into this one because I don't like how the front bumper sits on this car because it doesn't match. And I know a lot of YouTubers have made this car, so if you guys want to go watch their videos on that, go ahead. Another rim option that I see a lot of them choose is the HRE ones. You guys can go for these two because they're a lot more accurate because he did have HREs on the car. Next build that I'm going to talk about is the Too Fast Too Furious Evo. So for the Evo, honestly, all you have to do is take off the splitter. There was no splitter. I would say add these HREs. I know we're adding HREs into the other Skyline, but these ones are a lot closer for that. Put the stock bumper. I don't know why this is on. But also no diffuser. All right, don't add the diffuser. All right, and that's. Oh wait, hold on. We have a wide body kit on this. Whoa, got to take that off. You know that's not accurate. So yeah. This is the closest you're gonna get. No splitter, no fenders, no. Why are the? Hold on. I don't think you're supposed to be like that. Okay, well we'll add the stock ones just cause they look closer. Okay, so remember, for the Evo, no splitter. Take off the fenders, the wide body, take it off. Stock side skirts, stock bumper. That's about it for this car. Remember, this is the last time you're gonna see this, so I'm gonna go around one more time. This car is beautiful, but it looks a lot better in Need for Speed Heat. Trust me. And the Miami, like sunlight and everything, it matches. Like the season of it matches better. It matches better in that game compared to the Chicago realm that we're in. So don't I would say don't make it in this in this in this game. I would say don't make any Too Fast Too Furious cars in this game. And for any cars that I made for Too Fast Too Furious or any other cars that I made for Fast and Furious, unless there is a wide body on it, don't add a wide body. All right. I believe I added a wide body for so many of my cars. Do not listen to me. All right. Listen to me now. Don't listen to me back then. All right. Those cars with wide bodies on them, I was just trying to add my own taste. Don't put wide bodies on them. All right. It ruins the car. I mean, it might make the car look cooler, but it doesn't make it 100% more accurate. So don't add a wide body. The last car on my list, which shouldn't surprise you guys, is going to be, where did it go? Oh wow, did I actually pass it? I might have passed it. Oh my god. Is going to be, where is it? Ah, right here. Roman's Eclipse. All right, you guys might have seen this when I was scrolling through. You are going to want to build this car, okay? Now, I might do a video on this. I'm not sure. Oh shoot, that was my AirPod. Yeah, whatever. You guys should honestly go with the street. Yeah, street tires. There was no stretch tires. What the hell's going on with this build? You guys might see one last video for Too Fast Too Furious of this car. So what you're going to want to do is, use the Mitsubishi GSX Eclipse. So I know we don't have the second gen, but we have the third gen. All right, at least we got an Eclipse. So yeah, I might do a video on this. Let me know if you in the comments down below if you guys want to see this video. But yeah, I will 100% do a video on this because I gotta say goodbye to the Too Fast Too Furious like cars, because these cars do not belong here in the Chicago area. They belong more in the Miami area. So I'm going to keep them over in Need for Speed Heat, but I'm sadly going to remove them for Need for Speed Unbound. And besides, we can make a ton more builds. I have definitely improved in customization, I will say, for like many of my builds, my personal builds. So yeah, like I recreated the Need for Speed Unbound S14 from the trailer. So yeah, I did that. But yeah, I guess this is all I gotta say, guys. All right. So main things to take away from this is change a lot of your Fast and Furious 1 builds, and feel free to remove your Too Fast Too Furious builds. If not, change them to their 100% accuracy. I don't know why this car has a wide body on it. Don't add the wide body. What is wrong with me? I keep adding wide bodies onto cars. But yeah, don't add the wide body. Stop going for wide bodies. Take off the underglow if it doesn't have it in the movie, and remove any of the other stuff I said to make it 100% more accurate for your builds. All right. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm glad to be back. Be prepared for more videos. All right, because you guys should always stay gnarly.